Good day, everyone out there. Welcome to CAN TV. This is the Job Help Hotline. We are Greater Westtown Training Partnership, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about our training programs. That intro video you saw was actually showing our wood products manufacturing training program. And so today, as our guest, we have one of our instructors, William Molina.
How you doing?
I'm Danjuma, and let's get started. So, wood products manufacturing, tell us a little bit about what you do with the organization and what that training program is like.
Well, we have two excellent programs. We're going to talk about woodworking today. Right now, people are looking for employment and they're seeking for opportunities to increase their income and so on. I want to go back a little bit on history. Back in the day, woodworking used to be a part of, wood shop was in high schools, and a lot of high schools don't have it anymore. So a lot of people don't have the exposure to woodworking and what a vast field it is, and how much you can, how many jobs you can get, what you can learn to do there. So our training program is a woodworkers training program where people actually work in a wood shop and actually learn how to actually construct furniture, musical instruments, things of that nature. So it's a great program. It's free. And there's a lot more details involved in it. There's so many components of it. So anybody seeking to learn a new trade or have a new career, woodworking is actually a great field because of the fact that you encounter wood in every aspect of life. You're talking about furniture, you're talking about doors, floors, windows. I mean, you see wood framing in the windows, of course. So there's so much that is done with it that a lot of people don't realize, hey, this can be a growing career, something I can get into, and something I can learn, something I can advance in. So Greater Westtown offers that opportunity through this training program that we have.
Well, there's one thing you mentioned, and it stood out to me. I heard the word free, and I myself am also an instructor there, and free, some people may ask, well, is it free? Like, do you have to pay anything? And what's the answer to that?
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of schools, you have to take a loan, and then eventually that loan has to be paid back. Well, this is at no cost to people interested in the program. People who qualify for the program are at no cost. So you're talking about getting the support that you need where it's paid for. As a matter of fact, there's also a voucher for car fare. So if you take public transportation, you get a 7-day bus card from Ventra. If you drive a car, you get a gas card every week. So we provide you with the transportation there, your materials, everything. Basically, you just need to come in, go to our orientation process, and you'll get a tour during that orientation process and get to see what it entails. And it's very impressive when you go out. Because you're seeing an actual shop that's comparable to anyone out there in the industry. So you got your stationary tools, you got your traditional stationary tools, you got power tools, hand tools. You also have CNC, computerized numerical control, where it's fascinating the way that something that would traditionally take you 2 to 3 hours to make, you can make up to 10 pieces of something in 20 minutes, half an hour, because you have a machine that has used robotics to do it. So that's pretty incredible. And nowadays, I always tell people, you go to a place like a grocery store, I'm mentioning names. You go to grocery stores, you see 23 cash registers and you see 3 cashiers, and what do you see? Self-checkout. So self-checkout everywhere. When I told people before that fast food restaurants were going to be using these kiosks where you go, you order your own food, people were like, oh, no, that sounds really spacey. I said, no, it's going to happen. This is years ago. I said, pretty soon you're going to walk into a place, order a cheeseburger with fries and so on. It's all going to be on a computer. You do it yourself. And what does that translate to? Less jobs for people. You're talking about one of the firms out there lost 70,000 fast food restaurants, lost 70,000 jobs because of it. And then you're talking about a bigger frame, which is the Golden Arches that everybody knows what that is. They've lost thousands of jobs because of the fact that now people can go in and order their own food. So what does this mean? With outsourcing and with a lot of the jobs being taken over by modern technology, where does that leave you? And that's something that people need to think about. Things are changing, and they're changing rapidly. I remember back in the day, the time of the beeper, and now you got a cell phone. It's like a computer where you can YouTube. It's amazing. Who had a pager? Who would ever think that would happen? Yeah. But technology is on the increase, and it's moving fast. And the problem is that we need to move at the same rate. A lot of people sitting on the couch saying, let me see what I'm going to do. I got to find a job. And you don't want to go from job to job. You want stability. You want a career. You want something that's going to be substantial.
Well, so it sounds like in order to stay competitive, you have to have some skills under your belt. And this might be the training for you. Our wood products manufacturing training program has a CNC machine, like you mentioned. And with that CNC machine, you're learning basic programming and what it takes to learn the software necessary to operate that machine. I just want to put some information up on the screen here. If you don't know where we're at, we're located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. Our phone number up there is on the screen. You can give us a call to 312-563-9570. We're also on Facebook, as well as you can check out our website. And we also hold orientations most days. Actually, we're doing them now Tuesdays, Wednesdays,
and Thursdays
at 8:45 a.m. And also, if you have a question, go ahead and call us at that number on the bottom of your screen, 312-738-1060. You can speak to us live while we're here. So go ahead, give us a call. We'd like to hear from you. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. So, William, you already mentioned that the training is free. It's at no cost. What qualifies someone who can take that training at no cost?
Well, the great thing about it is you're 18 years or older, and we've had people 18, 40, 50, 60. We've had people a variety of ages. You could live anywhere in Chicago or around the Chicago area, surrounding suburbs. You have, you don't need a high school diploma. Because while you're there, you get remediation. So there's some math and reading that we have instructors that will teach you, that help you along the pathway to going towards your GED as well. So you get all the support that you need. And like I said, if you're unemployed right now, if you're collecting unemployment, if you've been laid off, we ask you to come on out to Greater Westtown, and it's 500 North Sacramento. And the thing is, you can come in for, I always say come in for an orientation, because of the fact that you get a tour, and seeing is believing. When you come and you see with your own eyes, it's very, very impressive. It's one thing to hear us speak about it, it's another thing to see with your own eyes. I mean, every time I go in the shop and I do a tour, I get impressed. I mean, there's so much going on in the technology and the beautiful things that you can make. You know, woodworking is a great field, because you take something that is raw material, and make something beautiful and something useful. So it's also artistic as well. You know, it involves creativity. And the thing is that here they give you a solid foundation, because you're learning blueprint reading. So you're learning shop math. So you're learning, there's a program that they use on the computer that's phenomenal called SketchUp. And so when you get there, you really feel like, wow, I'm getting all of this training at no cost. And this training is going to lead to a career in the future. Wow. So I believe that we brought some video or film or
actually we have some footage here, and
so what you're seeing, for those of you that are watching, that's the shop, and these are students right now in the shop, and they're working, and so the picture shows the drawings on the boards and people out there in the shop. We're trying to get the video to, there it goes. So when you're coming in, you feel like you're on the job, and that's the great thing. A lot of people, when they go out to work, their fear of not knowing how to do something, and then they have to train you to do it. It makes you kind of shaky and nervous, and it's nothing greater than going into a job knowing already what to do. Like you see this young man here, he's operating, I believe is that a sander or a table saw? Which one is that one?
That is a joiner, actually.
It's a joiner. I can't see because he's blocking the machine, but you can see him, he's doing something like if he knows exactly what he has to do, and the instructors are very attentive to everyone. We haven't lost a finger yet, and that's a great thing. So our instructors are constantly attentive to our students. Here they're using the spray booth, and they're spraying on, I believe that's
well, that's adhesive. So Renee's working on a cabinet piece, and she's spraying contact cement on the workpiece there. So we have a spray booth, and that's some plastic laminate, and she'll be spraying. You have to spray both sides in order for the adhesive to stick. So you learn applications like that.
And here is the CNC, the future. This is what I call, you can't live like the Flintstones in the time of the Jetsons. You need to know what's going on. And this is actually like a robotic arm picking up different tools to do different functions on a piece of material that it's working on. So I believe it does boring, drilling, sawing, and so this machine is amazing.
Yeah.
You program it and it does like so many different things. It's amazing. And our students come and receive this type of exposure, which is important. You need this type of exposure because things are changing and changing rapidly. So this is great because when you come out here, you're taught how to do certain programs and how to operate machinery as such. So if you're sitting out in your college saying, wow, this is pretty cool, I would love to do this type of work, I want you to know it's at no cost. So you can come in and say, if this is something you want to do, come on in and apply. Wednesdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:45 in the morning. In the morning, you come in and we'll give you a tour and you get to see the shop and see them in action and get to apply for this program here. So there's a lot of technical skills they learn here, and I believe this is a SketchUp program.
They learn a little bit of 3D modeling as well. So you get the full gamut of the industry. You get bits and pieces of what's going on in the industry, from the shop math you mentioned. Mm-hmm. You know, we teach you how to read a tape measure. If you're a little bit worried about, how do I read a ruler? Well, we teach you that. The basics from the beginning. So, you know, we spend the first 3 weeks. It's 15 weeks.
15 weeks of training.
And the first 3 weeks of those 15 weeks are kind of spent as a bridge program to help you get up to speed with what you need to know in the shop. And that's the program. So you've already mentioned it's at no cost. Do you need your GED or diploma?
No, you don't need a GED or high school diploma. And like I said earlier, they have reading and math. So you get assistance with that. Because, you know, some people have been out of school for a very long time. And so you're going back to learning you need to learn measurements, fractions, and things of that nature. So we do have a class that provides remediation for that, to bring you up to speed. And we have seen people come out and do some great gains while they're in class. So that's going to be very helpful as well to the process.
So 18 and up. You don't need your GED. It's at no cost. What about ex-offenders, people who have criminal backgrounds?
That's a great question. We've been working with people that are ex-offenders, and it's been great. I mean, we have employers that are background friendly. Mm-hmm. So basically, we've been able to place people, and we take on a case-by-case basis. Of course, we're not miracle workers, but we do the best that we can. And so far, the percentage of people we place that are ex-offenders is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, so people have come in and we provide them with the support that they need. And there's a lot of ex-offenders that have gotten jobs and are doing well and have prospered on the job as well.
Men and women? How about that?
Men and women. Men and women for both for woodworking. As you've seen, we saw Renee, one of our students, using the spray booth, and you'll see many other women. If we show the pictures, you'll see that there's women involved in this field as well. It's something that, if you put your heart and mind to it, anyone can do it. You just got to come out here and with the proper training and proper direction, because it's all done in components. So you're going to get one class, like let's say you do SketchUp, and then you do your blueprint reading. So everything is separate classes. So you learn all the foundation that you need in order to go out there and you're going to be actually making a cabinet. And that's the beautiful thing. The students have made some beautiful work. I'm almost impressed when I walk in and I see the finished products the students make when they're there. They make some beautiful cabinets It's a phenomenal program. I recommend that if you're sitting on your couch right now, you don't know what to do with yourself, and you're saying, wow, I need a job, I need a career, I'm tired of going from daily pay and temporary jobs, and as a career development specialist, I say, I'm not knocking it, it's good, you're going to make some money, but what about in the long haul? A lot of employers look at, well, this guy had 6 jobs in 1 year, so that doesn't really help your work history.
True.
So to help you, because the employer's going to say it's a good market, a good economy, why is it that you can't land a permanent job? Why are you going from job to job? So that's why skills are important. And service jobs and jobs that are basically all manual labor, they're rare and few, and you're not going to get, have as many opportunities. And I believe we have a caller.
Speaking of...
We have a
caller?
Yes,
caller, hi.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I was wondering, when is the next training class?
Well, the next training class is actually scheduled to start the 27th. That's next Monday of January.
Oh.
And what are the hours?
The hours are 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
And do I have to bring anything on the first day?
Of class? Actually, no. So while you're there, I'm going to put something overhead so you can see. We're located at 500 North Sacramento. The first step you would actually need to do is come into an orientation, and we're going to have those. We're having one tomorrow and Thursday of this week at 8:45 a.m. And when you come to that, the only thing you need to bring is information about your past work experience to fill out on the application. There'll be a couple of assessments, and then from there, we'll take it from there.
And we also recommend that if you get your birth certificate, Social Security, the documents that you would need towards getting a job. So work on. If you don't have a birth certificate, we suggest that you work on it, but it shouldn't hinder you from coming into an orientation, filling out an application, and getting the process rolling. And then as far as getting your documentation and all that, we're going to give you a little time to get that done because it's important to have everything ready. Just like a job, when you go apply for a job, you have to have all your documentation.
So I'm really excited about the program, but I struggle with transportation.
We provide transportation for you. So if you take the bus or the train, we give you a 7-day venture card once you have been accepted into the program. If you have a car, you get a gas card on a weekly basis, so you have nothing to impede your transportation.
Awesome. And what about lunch? Do you all provide lunch?
Well, we do have a community kitchen, and we ask that we tell people to bring their lunch with them. If there's a rare emergency, I'm pretty sure that nobody goes hungry at Greater Westtown.
Yeah.
Okay. I also, I'm currently a single parent, so do you help with child care resources?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we believe in the holistic approach. So we do have a director of client services, and she will be working with individuals that may have that need and providing the resources necessary in order for you to settle that so you can come to training.
Thank you very much. I feel extremely informed about the program, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Okay, thank you for calling. Have a great day.
Bye. So speaking of, I guess, the work and the projects, what we do have some pictures up here, and you were mentioning about the work and the pride that people take
Yes,
in doing
absolutely.
that work. So this is an example of a cabinet, a project you may work on and take home. That's Charlie there with the screwdriver, kind of helping that participant, kind of showing what's going on. I think they're putting some mounting hardware on the cabinet side. This is an example of, this is our sliding table saw. And what you'll see is, the team kind of working together, looking, they're cutting larger pieces that they'll eventually break down into smaller components.
Yeah, and I want to mention, as we're seeing the slides, this is not the type of thing that you can just walk in off the streets and I'm going to be a woodworker or I'm going to do cabinet making. This is an actual skill that you learn. It's a tangible skill. It's something that you can utilize the rest of your life, and we lay a foundation now so you can grow in the field and make beautiful furniture like the gentleman that you see in your picture in front of you there. That's a gorgeous cabinet, and it's beautiful, it's solid, it's well made, and it's very presentable. I mean, it's furniture like this is very expensive.
And you got to take that home.
Yeah, and that's his project he takes home, and you get to take your project home as well. So, I mean, when you talk about a job, you can lose a job, but one thing you cannot lose is your skills. When you have skills, that's something that goes with you wherever you go, and you can utilize them and be able to advance and get a job, wherever. And that's a great thing. That's why you got to have skills under your belt. And so we tell you to come out and get those skills so you can get that job. We also provide job placement assistance. So when you graduate from the program, we try to refer you out to different places to get a job. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. It all depends on you. If you sit on the couch and procrastinate and say, well, I'll call tomorrow, and that's the problem with tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes today. You got to make a decision to get up, get to that phone, make a phone call. It doesn't hurt to ask questions. It doesn't hurt to come and see. There's no obligation. You can walk in there, you like it, fine. You don't, there's the door. You can go home. But come and check it out, because you never know. You may be passing up the opportunity of a lifetime.
And if you're out there wondering, is this something I would be interested in? Is this for me? call us. Let us know. We're live. We're here at the moment. You can call us. That number at the bottom of your screen, 312-738-1060. You can also connect with us on Instagram. Right there, our Instagram handle is GWTTP_Wood. And I also believe we have another caller. Caller, how can I help you?
I'm listening to the instructor discuss placement. What's the current placement percentage with the individuals that finish the program?
We have a variety of employers that we work with because our program was created also with the assistance of an employer advisory. So we do have programs that have bought into the program. Now, no job is guaranteed. We don't guarantee placement. We assist with placement. But we've been pretty good at it. I believe our rate is near 90% placement when it comes to finishing the program. So we provide assistance. One thing we cannot provide people with, we could provide you with all the skills and training in the world, but the one thing we cannot provide is a good attitude, punctuality, and those are things that you have to bring to the table.
Yes.
So because if you have a good attitude and you're punctual, you're there every day on time, and you have initiative, those are things that only you can bring to the table. The rest, you put it together with what we give you, we can make a great chemistry to create a great formula for success.
Yes.
I was looking at the equipment being used, the table saw. Are there any other machinery that's been used?
Yes, there's a variety of machinery. There's miter saws, table saws. There's drill presses that are used. There's the table saws, the edge bander, CNC. There's quite a few tools. That's why I say you want to see, come on out, caller, pay us a visit. We'll get you a tour, and you'll see how much is involved in this training program. It's quite a bit.
Do I get to use any of the equipment on the tour?
I'm sorry, man. Can you repeat that?
You can watch our class use the equipment while you're on the tour.
Okay.
But during the tour, you are not trained, so unfortunately, you're not authorized to use the machinery just as a visitor.
And that's a good question you ask. I'm going to tell you why. Because we are big on safety, so all of our students go to an OSHA training. Okay,
Yep.
so you qualify to get your OSHA 10-hour card through us. We also teach, there's forklift involved in it as well, so you get your forklift certification to the National Safety Council. So, of course, there's different components that you have to comply with and complete to satisfaction. So, it's to show that you are ready and apt to use machinery or drive a vehicle without hurting yourself or hurting anyone else in that process.
That was a great answer. Thank you so much for that information. And again, if I'm interested in the woodworking training, when do I come in to do the tour?
You come in, as a matter of fact, you come in tomorrow, you can come in Thursday. We're doing it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if you happen to not be able to make it any one of those days, we don't turn people away. So if you were to come in, I'm pretty sure one of our instructors will grab you, take you for a tour. And if you're interested, we'll give you an application on the spot.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a
You're
great day.
very welcome.
Thank you for calling.
And I just want to put that information on the screen once again. Greater Westtown Training Partnership, our wood products manufacturing training program. We are located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. That is the northwest corner of Franklin and Sacramento Boulevards. Our phone number is up there on the screen. Also our Facebook page, our website. And at the very bottom, you can see the training starts January the 27th of this year. Please call us to reserve a seat for an orientation. We're having an orientation tomorrow and Thursday at 8:45 a.m. And you can give us a call, 312-563-9570. That number again is 213-563-9570. And I also want to let you know we have a Facebook page, so please feel free to connect with us on Facebook and Instagram as well. GWTTP_Wood is our handle on Instagram, and you can see some of the latest things, the updates in terms of what we're doing as well. So, as we begin to wrap up, I mean, is there anything else you'd like to add about how wonderful this
Absolutely.
training
And if you feel it's not for you, but if you have an uncle, a cousin, a brother, a sister, a friend that's looking for training, that's looking for a job, pass this on to them and let them know to come check us out. And remember, it's at no cost to get your future started today. Don't put off what you could do today for tomorrow, because tomorrow will never come today. And seek that success while it's there and you can reach it.
Well,
Thank you.
that's what more do you need? What more do you need? If you'd like to give us a call, call us at the bottom of the screen, 312-738-1060. With that said, there are a couple more images. When we talked about the high-tech stuff, the spray booth, we have a simulation. We do a lot of tech stuff. So anyway, thank you, everyone, for joining us, and that's a wrap.